Any Robert Lynn Wilson fans in the house, make some noise. Yeah. Well, first of all, my name is Don Jackson at J.E. & Associates. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out for this celebration. As most of you all know, Mr. Wilson was supposed to be on this very stage tonight. But of course, God called him home and he's in a better place. Before we begin, I'd like Miss Nicole Jackson to come with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
I was supposed to perform with Robert Wilson on Today, and I heard of his passing like maybe a couple of hours after he passed. It was just such a shock, and I was really saddened by it. And one of his really good friends, Raymond Calhoun, is the one that called me and gave me the news. And you know, we weren't sure what was going to happen with the show, and I'm just really glad that Don decided to continue on with the show and to make it a tribute to him. He made a difference with the music, and it's a difference that will go on forever and ever.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Morris Renty Jr. and this is a very, very, very special moment for me, and I'm sure for a lot of others. I'm here at tribute for my brother, my bass mentor, and my friend Robert Wilson. Robert taught me so many things on the bass guitar when I was around 10 years old. As a child, he started to show me so many things because the Gap Band had finally gotten the type of record deal that would give them the type of national acclaim as international funk musicians. And coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma, that meant a lot to us.
Y'all ready for Juju in the house tonight, y'all? Say what? Say what? Oh, yeah.
Charlie was playing with our band. We were like rival bands. Charlie was playing with the Liberators, and every night after he would finish our set, Ronnie would come over and get him to go across the street to play their set. During this particular time, Robert Wilson, let me tell you, Robert was only 14 years old, and he was playing music, and he was so innovative that we just couldn't believe what we were hearing coming from Robert. Robert was the musician's musician.
It's so wonderful for all of us to be able to come together and celebrate the life of Robert Wilson. Y'all put your hands together again, Tulsa, for Robert Wilson. You know, I had the opportunity of graduating from Booker T in 1982, and during that time, that was the Gap Band's hot heyday. And at that time, we had a pretty decent basketball team, and I was talking to William Tisdale the other day, and we can't remember really a game. You know, we beat everybody. But we beat everybody because we went out on the floor. First, Coach Mims said a couple of things, then we put on humping, and then we went out and did our thing. So it wasn't the X's and O's, it was Coach Mims saying a couple of things and putting on humping. So the Gap Band means so much to so many of us. I got a couple of declarations tonight. First of all, from the Martin Luther King Society of Tulsa. Resolution. The officers and the board of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Commemoration Society, Incorporated, extend their heartfelt condolences to the family and friends of Robert Wilson at their time of the loss. Though his presence will be greatly missed by his loved ones, we pray that they accept the loss with their Christian submission to God's will in calling him home. We also pray continued strength, peace, and love upon his family. In his service, Ples A. Thompson, President, Dr. Andrew D. Phillips, President Demetrius.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Put your hands up! Come on, Tulsa!
Yeah.
All the way in the back, let me hear you say
Yeah.
Where's all the happy people at? Here we go!
Robert is like a little brother to me. First of all, I'd like to give my condolences to the Wilson family. And He and his brothers and I started together a long time ago. And he used to come over and want to sit on the drums, play around with different people's instruments. And we used to let him play. And he exploded from that time up to the big time. Leon Russell. We went out to LA. He used to call Ike Turner Pops. Bobby Eaton, Giles, and all of us played together. And Robert, he used to call me a hero. I don't know why.
Our host for this evening, you've seen her on Comic View, Def Jam, recently on tour with Cat Williams, as well as the Shaquille O'Neal Comedy Tour. Currently on tour with Martin Lawrence. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Melanie Camacho.
Y'all give it up for Don Jackson for putting this together for my boy, Mr. Robert Wilson. Y'all give it up. Give it up. That brother was bad. 14 years old, he started doing this. And he turned it out. Woo, time's hard. Where the single ladies at? Where y'all at? Single lady. Everywhere. Single, independent women. Independent because we ain't got no choice, huh, ladies? Independent or starve to death, whichever you want to be, whatever you want to do. Times is hard out there. I done had to lower my standards, girl. It's ridiculous. I used to want a man that could wine and dine and take care of me. Now I just be glad to find one that can take care of his damn self. You know, don't ask me for nothing. I'm looking for that right now. No, I ain't got $10 till payday. I ain't got it.
We all have great memories of these guys. I mean, all of us copped our style, so to speak. We got our vibe, the real funk vibe from Tulsa, from these guys, man. These guys were our mentors. And I'm gonna miss Robert personally. I remember when my brothers and our record first came out, we were on Warner Brothers. Our record came out in 1987, and we were in London, England, and we were doing the Soul Train show called Solid Soul. It's their version of Soul Train. And we'd got through doing our first take and filmed the first song. And we were walking out of the studio down the hall into the green room, and here comes Charlie, Ronnie, and Robert in London. They hadn't seen us in a long time because they've been on the road, and they didn't know we were recording. And man, we ended up singing them in the hallway, and Robert had these little quirky ways, you know. Robert looked at me and said, he said, "Baby boy, now you're funky." He called me baby boy. He said, "Now you're funky, baby boy."
One thing we like to say is nobody got that touch like Robert. He just got that. He had that touch on bass. You know, several guys that's still in the world now. Bobby Eaton, Morris, bass players, people that are from around here that still do have that flavor. But it'll only be one Robert Wilson, and we miss him.
What? What's up, Tulsa? Yeah! Hey!
And what I want to do now is, on behalf of my brother, my friend, Robert Wilson, who taught me so many different things on the bass guitar as a child. And it started because I believe Robert had a crush on my sister,
What?
Marsha.
Yeah, who was that, Marshall?
And so he would come by my house and, hey, he called me Juju. So he was like, "Hey, Ju, look at this, look at this." So I'm trying to learn all this different little things. And for some reason, he wasn't looking at me. He kept doing this. Like, "Marsha, look at what I taught her. Look at what I taught her." So by the time when I turned 14, they had a record out called Shake, which really put them on the map. And that song had a bass solo by Robert on it. And it's hard for me to speak right now because even looking at my brother, it bothered me a little bit, y'all. So I'm gonna try to go into something.
I can go back as far as when they named the neighborhood GAP, which stood for Greenwood, Archer, and Pine. Right now in my mind, I can see Robert playing that bass, oops, up, side your head, say oops, up, side your head.
Say oops, up, come on, side your head. Say oops, back at you again. Come on.
They influenced a lot of people in the neighborhood. Most of us wanted to be football players, But then they showed us another area, and that was you can also develop your career in music. I would like to speak probably on behalf of Elmer Davis Jr., who was also their band teacher at Booker T. Washington High School, which is here in Tulsa. This championship ring that I wear, it represents the football team, but it also represents that band that kept us fired up when things were difficult on the playing field.
Come on, sing it again, y'all. Come on, y'all.
I went to the gig that weekend. Robert was on the bandstand, and he was playing his first gig as if he had played with them for 20 years. That guy, he was a natural. Robert was a natural. He was a fun guy to be around, you know, super talented. He was sought after all over the world. Everybody wanted Robert back during those days to be their bass player. Billy Preston, you name it, all the big groups were interested in Robert.
Outstanding. Come on, Jim.